In this procedure, we'll be setting up our Omega Smart sensor and calibrating it. The cool thing about these sensors is we will not need a process meter because we can generate a high and low signal from the settings on this sensor. So there's a couple of setup. You will refer to your detailed instructions. I'm going to walk you through this. First thing we want to do is perform an evac on the hose. We have to open this to atmosphere, so we'll need to remove all the Freon. You'll need to log into the right corresponding page in the calibration application, and also have the full instructions embedded into the document. So first we're going to verify a few things. We're going to press the menu key and verify that PSI is our display option, and we'll see that our display is PV. We're going to press the menu key again, verify that we have PSI. That's what we're going to be reading. We'll hit the menu button again to verify that this is process variable is set to 0. Since we're at a PSI unit, this is 0 PSI. Next, we're going to have to edit this one because these have quite a range. They will do absolute 0, which is negative 14.5 to 1000 PSI. We want better resolution, and our units will fault above 550. So we're going to set ours into the normal range of what we could expect to see from a unit. So in order to do this, we're going to have to modify this value. So we're going to hit menu. We're going to get back there. There's our low process. Here's our upper. Now you can see how we can move our decimal point. Remember, don't hit the menu key, that saves. You can only go up. So if I want to scroll up and say 590, I'm going to keep scrolling all the way back to 550. And then once I have 550 PSI, I'll hit the menu key. Dampening, we don't care about. We want to hit the menu button and verify that our milliamp is linear, so our signal will be linear based on the pressure. Next, we want to make sure that our alarm is high. So if we want to see alarm no is the default, we want to make sure alarm is set to high. And alarm H and hit the menu button. What this does is if this sensor faults and it can't see any pressure, like not even atmospheric pressure, then it will send a 20.8 milliamp alarm and that will, or a signal that will trigger an alarm on the panel view, on our analog alarms. Next, we're going to send our high and low signals. We don't want to offset. We're not using any pole addressing. No. We're going to set a fixed milliamp output. So we can hit this button here and keep incrementing it. It has presets. So there's 4. There's our low. What we're concerned with is 20. So we're going to set that to 20 milliamps. And while we have it set to 20 milliamps, we're going to inspect our present raw input, which we'll see this is slightly off. Our present raw is 20,000 or 20.012 milliamps. That needs to be placed into our max raw value. That will become our high signal. So take your present raw value and put it here. Now we're off that screen, so it went down. So let's go back. That generates our high signal. So once we generated our high signal, entered it, it's now time to tear this to 0, and this will give us our low signal. You will have to make sure that this is open to atmosphere. This has to be open to atmosphere. We can't do this unless we're open to atmosphere. So we're going to hold the S and Z key for 5 seconds. And that will tear us to 0. And we should be pretty much at 0 PSI. we're going to go back to our calibration app, and we'll see that our min value is 0, but we're actually generating right now a 4.003 milliamp signal, or bouncing between here. We need to take whatever value is here and put into the min raw, and that completes the calibration. Make sure you update your calibration application with the expiration date and all of that.